Dear Mr. President, I'm here to talk about the war that America is facing in Iraq and to throw in some suggestions that may help America win the war in Iraq. I'll go straight forward to 1993 when United States started fighting the war in Mogadishu, Somalia. And it's a war that up to now I'm so embarrassed to talk about, in the sense that America should not lose such small wars. We've been fighting insurgents for a longer time, and it's disturbing to notice that America, the greatest nation on this earth, has fallen to so low standards when it comes to men in uniform fighting on the ground. America has the best air power, but something disturbs me when I think about how we perform when we go down on the ground. This was done during Bill Clinton's time. I don't blame him for nothing. He did everything that he had to do as a president of the United States of America. We lost our helicopters in Somalia, and Bill Clinton had no other choice but to tell our men in uniform to come back to America. What Bill should have done was to bomb those insurgents from the air, because up to now I still believe our American women and men need a lot of training when it comes to urban warfare, when it comes to fighting on the ground. And I want to suggest this to our good president, Mr. Bush, George W. Bush. Iraq will cost America a lot of money. Right now, we're looking at a 10-year period where America will spend anywhere between 1.2 trillion to 2.0 trillion dollars. This money can feed the whole world, can solve a lot of healthcare problems that America is facing at home, can face a lot of educational problems that America is facing, can eliminate all the poverty that we have in America today. The only suggestion that I can give to the American president, who is doing a great job, is to get all the civilians out of Iraq. Ask Kuwait or Saudi Arabia for their land on the border of Iraq and Kuwait, or Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Get all the mobile homes, the trailers from FEMA that I've heard that FEMA is trying to sell, and take them all the way to Iraq. On that land that we're going to get from Kuwait or Saudi Arabia, let's make this temporary settlement for the Iraqis. Ask all the peace-loving Iraqis to move to that temporary settlement. And then once that is done, which can be done in a matter of months, we need our men and women to leave Iraq and jump into their planes. Let's bomb Iraq. Let's bomb all the insurgents. And let's bomb everywhere where we think they have their piles of weapons. Once we do that, we clean it up, which would take about a year or two, and get back the civilians back to Iraq. And this time, put the Kurdish in the Kurdish region, put the Sunnis in the Sunnis region, put the Shiites in the Shiite region. Once that's done, that's the only way we're going to get peace in Iraq. But one more thing before we bring them back to Iraq, we need to build a wall around the borders of Iraq and Iran, and around the borders of Iraq and Syria. This will avoid us having all this trafficking of weapons from Iran, or trafficking of suicide bombers from Syria into Iraq. Once that's done, that's when we're gonna have peace in Iraq. And let's learn from this that America is slipping to the second position when it comes to the real superpowers power. Just last week, Russia's been boasting that it bailed the father of all bombs. I don't condone that. What's happening to America? Are we sleeping? We need to build a bomb that will be the great-great-grandfather of all bombs. And that bomb needs to have its brothers and needs to have its sisters, which will be the great-great-great aunties and uncles of all bombs. America needs to claim its world powers. On Iran, let's not give Iran too much time the way we gave Osama bin Laden so much time. He declared war on America from those mountains. We sent our journalists to go and interview him. He worked with our CIA and our FBI agents. We gave him so much time until he carried out the 9/11. Let's not do the same with Iran. America has to start treating the threats coming from our enemies as if those threats were carried out. Next time when I appear, I'm going to talk about Hamas and the Israeli government. I'm so disturbed to see little bitty organizations that form real quick like the Al-Qaeda, Hamas, and come and disturb the world peace. I am so embarrassed to know that Hamas was formed just in 1987 and now is causing all this chaos in the Middle East. We need to deal with that. Mr. President, I wish you all the best at the General Assembly, but remember, we need to take care of Iran. Thank you.